The sun breaks over the hills of Sparta, casting its first golden light across the land. As you rise with the dawn, think of the choices you make today. Each decision you face will shape the warrior you become. And let me tell you a story from my youth, one that speaks of greatness, not born, but earned. I was not destined for kingship. No, I was a younger son, and in the world of Sparta, birthright means more than we care to admit. My father, King Anaxandridas, had an elder son, my brother Cleomenes, who was always favored for the throne. But I did not accept my place as second. I did not resign myself to the shadows of others. No, I chose a different path. I chose to forge my destiny through action. As a young boy, I trained like every Spartan child. We were all molded by the harsh demands of the agog, fighting, hunting, enduring. But I knew, deep in my heart, that this was not enough. My name was known, but it was not enough to ensure my future. There were many who thought that because I was not the firstborn, my path was already set, that I would forever be overlooked. But I was determined to show them otherwise. You see, Sparta is not a place that accepts weakness. It does not care if you are a prince or a slave. It judges you by your actions. It rewards those who act with courage and wisdom, not birthright. And so, I took every opportunity to prove myself. I became a warrior, yes, but I also studied strategy, leadership, and philosophy. I understood the value of wisdom over mere strength. There was a day, I recall, when my father sent both Cleomenes and me to lead a campaign against a tribe of rebels who threatened our borders. My brother, bold and brash, rushed into battle, wielding his strength with little regard for strategy. I, however, understood that a hasty charge could lead to disaster. I stayed back, studying the land, waiting for the right moment to strike. The rebels, confident in their superior numbers, set up an ambush, but I had already anticipated it. I directed our forces to higher ground, allowing us to strike from a position of strength. The battle was won, and the rebels were crushed. When we returned, Cleomenes sought praise for his bravery, as was expected. But it was my strategy, my foresight, that had saved us. And it was in that moment that the elders began to look at me differently. They began to see that strength alone was not enough. Wisdom, discipline, and the ability to think beyond the present. These were the traits of a true leader. Time passed, and the whispers of the council grew louder. My father, though wise, grew older, and his health began to fail him. And as fate would have it, Cleomenes, once favored to rule, made decisions that were rash, even reckless. His arrogance cost us dearly, both in battle and in diplomacy. The people of Sparta began to grow restless, uncertain of their future. It was then that I saw my moment. I did not wish for power, but I knew that Sparta needed leadership. A leader who could not only fight, but who could think and plan for the future. The council came to a decision, and they turned to me. They saw what my brother could not see in himself. The weight of leadership was not for those who rushed forward with pride, but for those who carried the wisdom to guide their people. I stood before the council, the very men who once thought me nothing more than a second son, and I took the mantle of king. And it was not the crown that gave me strength. It was the lessons I had learned, the battles I had fought, and the wisdom I had earned through every trial. I had not been born for this. I had earned it with each decision, each act of courage, each moment of sacrifice. I tell you this, because your birth, your circumstances, they do not define you. What you become, what you achieve, this is what you build with your own hands, with your heart, and with your mind. Just as I was not meant to be king, you are not defined by the place you start in life. You can be whoever you choose to be, through your actions and your resolve. My story is one of many. There are countless men and women who have risen not because of their birthright, but because of the choices they made. And so I leave you with this. Do not allow your origins to limit your potential. Do not believe that where you are born, or who your parents are, defines what you can achieve. Your strength lies in your perseverance. Your wisdom lies in your willingness to learn. Your greatness lies in your resolve to rise above the limitations that others place upon you. You are the master of your fate. You are the one who can rise to greatness. I have shown you the way. Now it is your turn to walk it. What will you choose to do today, in this moment? Will you allow your circumstances to define you? Or will you rise above them and become the leader of your own destiny? The choice is yours. As you move through the day, remember, it is not birth nor status that will define you. It is the strength of your actions and the power of your will. And so, my friend, as the day unfolds before you, know that your path is not set by the gods or by others. It is set by you. As you take your steps, make them count. Build your greatness, one action at a time. Farewell for now, and let your choices today echo through the future.